lot, especially too. I saw Na'Vi absolutely crushing with Death Prophet. All their games they played in this qualifier. I think they won 3 out of 3. Death Prophet.
Well, let's see what the last pick of Mineski is. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about where everybody's going to go with their lanes.
They're very low on time.
They are.
So either they run the Venom mid, or they pick. Okay, so Mirana.
That'll be mid, won't it?
That'll be the mid. That's That's Moon's hero or NaNa.
NaNa hero. That means that probably Mushi is going to play the Venom and then Tiny for iceiceice.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I had down.
That was one too many ice.
I heard it. It's okay.
10 seconds to pick.
The more ice, the better, right?
More ice is better.
5 seconds remain.
Okay. Last pick for Fnatic. Looking for an Envy hero. Terrorblade is still in the pool.
Not great against Tiny, though.
You don't think so?
Not great against Tiny Mirana. It's a pretty nasty game for a Terrorblade. I mean, you know, Envy could still play it.
They've only got like
hood, but
they don't have like a crazy amount of stuns for him though. It's like Tiny and Earth Spirit, so he can mostly get the stun off. And they've got the same Tusk too.
I don't know, I think it'd be hard. But I mean, it's Envy. If he wants to play TB, he's going to play TB.
That's true. What do you reckon? What could you see here?
I don't think what else we've seen Envy play recently that's been good.
But if they want to go for some kind of late game, there's still like Slark. I don't know if they want to do that versus this, but it can remove the Venom Answer spells. It can remove the Earth Spirit as well. I know they like the hero. And
oh yeah, it was promised Slark.
We were I kind of just want Slark, to be honest. So that's maybe a little.
Now that we mentioned him, it's gonna come though.
Yeah.
Jinx.
What else? Maybe Lifestealer could be decent.
Yeah, Lifestealer still there, isn't he? Yeah.
Pretty strong versus Tiny. Now you cannot toss magic immune targets away anymore.
You can get in with the Tusk as well.
You can get in with the Tusk.
Lifestealer or Jug could be nice, but I don't think.
I think Terrorblade's most likely hero though. Just we saw it yesterday.
I think it's gonna be a hard game for the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, try it, but I think it'll be hard.
Faceless Void.
Okay. I mean,
pick him up.
It makes me feel that Fnatic, if they don't have the exorcism up, they're going to be lacking a bit of damage.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing too.
Where's the damage? I mean, sure, when Envy gets a few items down the line, but before that point, if they don't have Ghost up, I don't think they can take a fight against this tiny Mirana.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about the Void. I don't really like Void safe lane either.
All right, GG 1-0 Mineski. There we go.
Good job, Owen.
How one pick changes the entire outcome of the draft? Maybe.
Yeah.
Owen, you're up first. You said GG Mineski?
Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, I like to see the Void, and it is an Envy Void, so we'll have some pod camps, we'll have some lulls and debateds, but in terms of damage, I mean, they've got a lot of control with the Disruptor Tusk and Void, but until the later portions, the Void ain't going to offer much damage. As I say, if they don't have the Ghost up, I think it's going to be hard to fight through sort of this Frost armor they're going to have, and there's the low cooldown burst potential of the Tiny and Mirana.
All right, Mineski for you?
I really like Mineski's draft in comparison, yeah. I think Fnatic is very dependent on their 2 big ultimates, on the Chrono and the Death Prophet, while Mineski can actually just be much faster paced, and I think that's a big indication of this patch.
I'm going for Mineski as well, but I do think it's still very even. They're all going for Mineski, but Fnatic definitely has a good shot here. Let's find out who's going to take this first game with our commentators, Luminous and Charlie Yang.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the casting booth. Good cop, Charlie the bad cop. Welcome to the show.
Ready?
We got Mineski versus Fnatic. This is going to be the winner finals of the DreamLeague C qualifiers. What we got from Charlie?
Got a smoke out right now.
You have a favorite for these two teams based on the draft?
I actually don't think it's as bad for Fnatic as the panel made it out to be. I think iceiceice is probably going to have a pretty hard time up top. It's a melee core against Undying.
If the Undying starts there. I think Undying might be helping out other lanes. So that's the thing. But I do agree, one thing I do agree with the panel is that Fnatic does have some long cooldown. So if they don't get a lot of things done with that Chrono / Exorcism, they might lose a lot of ground. I'm actually also really looking forward to this Tusk offlane. Haven't seen it a lot myself. But wondering what item he'll go for. Looks like he's got Phase Boots and Soul Ring queued up.
Yeah, this is very different. I don't remember the last time we saw something like.
He does have some real good talents for a core. If you actually get to 20 and 25, you have some low-Z carry talents.
Death.
I mean, this is what pups try to do every day. So
And it rarely works. I don't think it's gonna work here, mostly just because I think like Void and Death Prophet are gonna eat up a lot of space on the
yeah,
on the
fair.
map.
This is kind of what we talked about in the panel, right? Where we have the what's happening.
What's happening?
You have no right.
All right, blame Charlie.
Was not me. Didn't come from me. All right.
I still hear
Excuse us while we have some technical difficulties. Oh, wait, I think we're good. All right, let's just cast this, Lumi.
All right, I forgot what we were talking about. No, we're not good yet. What are you doing, dude? All right. I beat you, Charlie. That's
All right,
what I
it was
needed to do.
definitely Lumi's fault.
Dude, I didn't even do
It
anything
was
to
definitely Lumi's fault. Anyway, all right, so we actually have a Lich Tiny lane up here. It's definitely not solo Tiny, which I think that Tiny would have had a lot of problems. And now this looks a lot better for Mineski.
I actually think the Void has problem, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because Disruptor's a pretty weak laner.
I think the Undying actually needs to go top at this point because you can't just sack the Void, and you can't let iceiceice basically have a free lane. He's 6-3 right now.
Yep.
The Void is 2-1.
The thing is, if Undying leave bottom, then Ohaiyo could actually lane against Veno.
Well-
Veno, one Gale, then he's kind of as well.
I mean, Ohio can at least get farm. Like right now, I'll tell you right now, EternaLEnVy can definitely not lane against them.
EternaLEnVy's a catch-up player, right?
Because
Okay, Jack. Alright,
gift
yeah.
from the tempest of battle.
iceiceice is actually using this tree to deny quite a lot of creeps. Bottom lane here. Couple of nukes being flied out, but most part, no kills just yet. And we do expect not too many hero rotations, right? With heroes like Lich, and they're likely gonna sit in a lane.
Yeah. Oh, DJ's
There you go.
In war,
Green Jabz got the roll on, and Ohaiyo might be in a little bit of trouble. Gale's actually gonna miss.
We say no.
He dodges it with the snowball, anyways.
DJ also getting very low there. But it gives Envy some time to, I guess, sort of catch up.
No, instead of pulling a hero into his lane, they pulled a hero away from his lane. So he's now 1v2 against a Tiny Lich. And the Tiny Lich is attempting to make pulls and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure about this the way that Fnatic has laned it. Because you also got to keep in mind that neither of these core heroes could jungle or anything, so they can't catch up.
I think the other thing that we haven't talked about right now is that the Mirana is actually doing like I'd say a fair amount better than Abed did right now. The 18-3 to the 12-2.
Yep. I bet we'll be able to catch up once Crypt Swarm is maxed out. But you're definitely right. Mirana is the hero that needs a little bit of a while before she gets going, but she's definitely having a good start. So I think a lot of the weight on this game is on Ohaiyo's shoulder, right? Because he's really the only hero that could actually do something.
Say that.
Yeah.
is no more.
Good stuff on the bottom side.
And this is how I feel like you have to use Undying. If you're going to draft it,
bottom tower is
you
being
want
attacked.
somebody that can bring the Undying into fights. Husker's the perfect hero to do that. So many times you just pop down stone or do anything.
pieliedie is going to get rolled on here. There's going to be a fight for that bounty room. pieliedie going to be relatively tanky. Does have 2 points to the sword rip. Decay's coming off cooldown as well. Nice position here by the Mineski heroes. There's 9 to 2-man Decay. Pi is still very, very low. Poison taking him down. And Jabz is staying around, I think, looking for a roll kill. But here comes Ohaiyo. Nice roll back in, and that's going to be a kill. Jabz will get rolled on as well, but Ohaiyo missing the shards. Not sure how many times he practiced hero, but that might have been a kill. He does have face boost now finished on the Ohaiyo.
That's like one of those shards that people throw when you like, did you not realize the change in casting Tusk shards now?
Yeah, they changed it I think a while back, but remember once that change first came out, a lot of players
Mess that up.
Yeah.
I do think players still mess it up because how often do you play Tusk, right?
Yeah. No points into Frozen Sigils just yet. It's going to be a valuable tool down the line against them, but now it's all about the spell damage. And Mushi, he can get killed very easily. Top lane, Envy dropping very low. Time walk on cooldown, but I think he'll be okay.
My gratitude.
He's getting pressured real hard right now. He doesn't really. You mentioned that Envy is a catch-up player, but he does not have a catch-up mechanism. What is, Void is going to flash farm with what?
I was also kind of kidding when Envy's a catch-up player, because he'll go to the side lane and then just die when he. I don't know how much catch-up he'll be doing.
He's going to buy a Midas and catch up.
Yeah.
Go Midas Mom, Battle Fury.
Oh, he is gonna need his teammates to bail him out a little bit.
Aside from that one kill on Mushi, this laning stage is not going very well for Fnatic right now. And like the panel said, they're very reliant on long cooldowns. And usually in lineups like that, you want to come out ahead on the laning stage so you can dictate the pace of the game.
Oh, Mushi on the bottom side got shredded up here, and now they're gonna tower dive. Tombstone's gonna break the trees on the back line. Mushi taking quite a bit of hits here. Gonna try to take down the Tombstone. Snowball, double snowball coming in, and here comes Abed on the back line, popping that exorcism. Jabz is gonna try to roll out. Oh, nice block here from Ohaiyo. Double kill on Abed. Tower not gonna kill Ohaiyo either. Poison tick, the last tick, not gonna take him down. And of course, Abed.
Radiant's bottom tower
New
is
glyph
being
animation.
attacked.
Try to take down the bottom tower. Envy rotating now to the mid lane to get a little bit of.
Their towers. Got it. Dire's top tower is being
That was
attacked.
a pretty good stuff here from Fnatic.
Yeah, this is a really smart rotation by Abed.
Dire's top tower is under Radiant's
siege.
bottom tower is demolished.
This is definitely what they needed. They want to be the ones setting the pace of the game. Because if they let Mineski set the pace, that pace is going to be
Dire's top
faster than
tower
what
is being
Fnatic is bred
attacked.
for.
Yeah. Oh, I think you were talking about Tombstone being pretty decent in this game. Not only do they have
Dire's
the
top tower is under
DJ,
siege.
should be fine here. Hey, that iceiceice is not
I don't
deterred by that
know.
tower. Toss away from the tower. Ninja's gonna have the Frost Nova.
Dire's
DJ
top
trying to
tower
run
is
for his
under
life.
siege.
Spend a goal, DJ.
Squandered.
All right, he does, and he does die. But as I was trying to say, they have Tombstone, or sorry, they have Chronosphere and the Ice Shards to set up Tombstone. So I think we're gonna see the Undying putting in much more
Dire's
work
middle tower
than
is
usual.
being attacked.
Yeah, I do like it a lot better this game. You know what the collision speed is like for the zombies?
Collision speed?
Or not collision speed, like just collision size.
Oh,
They can still block you, right?
I'm not sure. I've never really gotten blocked by
A gift from the
zombies
Dota
myself, so I
Radiant's
can't say
middle
for sure.
tower is being attacked.
I've definitely got hunted down by like 20 zombies
That's definitely happened to me as well.
Exceptional find.
in the river. Jabz might get caught out here, Tombstone. Nicely silenced. Jabz gonna roll himself out of the TP out.
He's gonna
Let
make
zombies.
it out.
Yeah, good stuff. That's a very good job stealing runes nonstop.
They're not as value anymore, though. I think that really hurts roamers like Earth Spirit.
Yep.
You got Ohaiyo being gone on the bottom right now.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
I'm curious to see what the effect of this Tusk is going to have. Like, I'm so far comparing him to something like a Clockwork, right? Once you get to level 6, you have a lot of kill potential. At the same time, I think Tusk scales much better than a Clockwork in terms of what you get from the offlane.
Sure. He also has an interesting save with the snowball. Can dodge a few spells this game.
I mean, even just delaying the poison ticks from, let's say, the Venom ult, they'll save you a couple hundred points of health. Of course, if you dodge that Chain Frost, that is some nice stuff. Envy on the top lane. Still only level 5. Here comes Ohaiyo. Ice Shard will give vision for the roll if he
Dire's
wants to
top
go for
tower
it.
is being attacked.
He doesn't have any follow-up right now. This is just trying to get them off the tower. And Envy's gonna TP to the bottom lane, trying to
Dire's
get some
top
CS
tower
up.
is under siege.
so poor right now.
Yeah, they're gonna give up tower completely. Meanwhile, Fnatic on the mid lane sets up a smoke gank, and they are running down to the river. It looks like they want to get Mushi again. The Venom core used to be very strong, but now that they removed the experience gain on level 10, I think he is much more susceptible to these ganks. He used to be able to catch right back up when he died, but now not so good. Did they have detection? It's a 4-man gank. If they don't have detection, this is gonna be really silly. Mushi's gonna just walk out of this gank. He's to the right side, but Abed, the sniper.
DJ might die.
Nine? Jesus, Abed. All right, we're carrying this team right now.
Oh, and Pi gets taken down.
It's not over yet. Moon fires the arrow to the right side. Not going to catch anybody, but he does have a haste. Leaps win one for Abed. Abed's going to grab off a little bit of HP from Moon. Now the toss in the truck. Not going to be enough to squish Abed. And EternaLEnVy still level 5. No turn, no ability to counterplay.
If I'm Fnatic, I'm not really happy with that gank. Like, you don't want to be smoking to gank a Venomancer down there. Like, it's not a incredibly high value target. He's the lowest net worth core on the side of Mineski right now. Like, you want to go for the Tiny or the Marana.
Yeah. I guess because you have the Disruptor, even the Marana would be a fairly easy kill. The triple lip won't be too helpful against Glimpse Static Storm. So I definitely agree with your point there.
Well, DJ just hit 6, so they can go off and do that now.
Yeah.
Set in stone.
Left side pieliedie gonna get caught. Silence gonna be on top of him. So rip himself. Tombstone's gonna get dropped down. Decay as well. He's very tanky. He'll die here. Where's TP support? Here comes Ohaiyo on the right side. They're gonna punch him up, and Mushi dies another time. I am very worried about Mushi's ability to
Dire's structures
stay in
are
this game though.
fortified.
I think it's okay. I mean,
Dire's middle
the
tower
Static Storm is
taking
used.
damage.
You got to trade off kill. I mean, it is a core for a support, but you drew 3 heroes to you.
Dire's
Meanwhile, I don't
middle
think
tower is
Mushi
being
is going to
attacked.
be playing like the 1 position here.
Yeah, that's gonna be Moon for sure. Speaking in 1 position, EternaLEnVy, let's queue up that MOM like you mentioned.
He is
I mean, this is like the
halfway there.
it's like perfect anime show, right? You know, when the anime begins, the characters weak as fuck, right? And then slowly over time, through multiple rigorous trainings.
By hitting the creeps in the jungle.
Yeah,
Slowly levels up.
that's how you do it.
You know the difference is that in animes, like, the big boss sort of just like waits and lets you build up your power level.
Yeah.
Mineski is not gonna wait here.
They waiting. They're waiting.
They're not gonna wait. These guys are gonna take the fight to him. They're not gonna give EternaLEnVy the time to slowly level up.
Oh, that's when the bad guy comes to destroy your city, and then your anime character levels up like 5 times.
No,
That's what we call plot
what
armor.
kind of animes are you watching?
Every anime.
You don't get experience for getting your city destroyed. That's when you like.
It makes you
lose things.
super angry, and then you yell louder, and then you level up.
Yeah, but no, you don't level up, man. You just get like some motivation bonus.
I think you and I, Charlie, I'm more of the anime expert. I have to say my.
Can't dispute you there. I can't dispute you there.
Alright, mid tower's in deny range. Fnatic not going for the deny just yet. Not sure why. Maybe they haven't realized it.
I mean, I think it's still a really key place, right? If anything, they'd like to bait it out, maybe force
The fight there and then
yeah.
TP in.
It's not like it's like one hit away or anything. It's not like Mineski can just go in and spit.
Mineski did fire off a scan into the Dire jungle. It did clip a couple of heroes, and I think that's why that they're playing relatively defensive right now.
I would like to see Mineski actually take that tower.
Dire's
though.
middle
It is
tower
a
taking
very-
damage.
Oh,
Freebie. Ah, there you
Dire's
go.
middle tower has been denied.
DJ comes in with a clutch deny.
that's okay. I think the map control is important for Mineski anyways.
Yeah. So I keep hearing this like, you know, the big boss is gonna come to you. It's not gonna give you time. Pano talked about the high tempo. When do you think Mineski's gonna start doing stuff? Because right now, I think if you're Fnatic, you're okay with how the pacing of the game's going.
Well, they're doing stuff right now. You see 3 heroes smoked up bottom. I think they want to take all these outer tier 1s and then start applying pressure.
Shadows.
Like right now, all the big ults from Fnatic are still up. So you don't want to go
Dial's bottom
for
tower
an
is
incredibly
being
obvious
attacked.
team fight.
Envy, they're gonna get vision on him, but it's gonna be a bet on the left side. If they could chain stun him and blow him up, that will be the target that deals the most damage. They see DJ, they drop a sentry as well, and here comes the team fight. Nice two-man silence. Chain Frost gonna get bounced left and right. Good toss here, right back into the Chain Frost. Abed taking a ton of that damage. They bring him down, and without Abed, there is no damage in this team fight. Tombstone's gonna get cleaned up, and Mineski wins a clean 2-0 fight. I believe Exorcism wasn't used, but he will still have that for the defense.
Chronosphere was used though.
Yeah. Here comes that glyph. You got to keep in mind that with the max tree grab, now deals 120% to buildings. That building's going to get chomped down very quickly. Charlie, as we predicted, once the tier 1s are going down, Mineski is ramping up the pressure. Also on the top lane simultaneously, Mushi has been sieging the tier 2.
This is the very classic Veno, I live in your off lane now. If you're going to commit resources to gank me, I will unleash my Ebola upon you. So
He's also like a pretty emo hero, if you ask me. It's like IDC if I die, right? Like, who cares? I'm a Venom.
Very true.
Lane here, nice kick. Not gonna actually connect on Ohaiyo. Ohaiyo moving very quickly with phase as well as drums. He's getting all the right fighting items, but can't really take the fight by himself.
The big boss is destroying your city right now.
Is iceiceice the big boss?
iceiceice is definitely the big boss.
Or is he like the... You know how like in Power Rangers?
Okay.
That guy's like the boss and he has a whole bunch of minions, right?
Yeah? Are you saying iceiceice is a minion?
No, he's the boss.
Yeah.
Everyone else is the minion. Everyone else on his team.
He's just tossing them in.
No, like he's the most, he's the scariest one. And everyone else is like his henchmen.
Sure.
Ohaiyo. Oh god. Ava toss on the bottom side. Arrow not gonna connect, and Ohio's gonna have to run. Leap.
No doubt.
Gonna be a kill.
Seeing stars?
Yeah.
So far, this tusk not working out.
I think at this point you got 20 seconds to Chronosphere. Once that's up, I expect Fnatic should want to
Do something with it.
do something with it, right?
But here's the thing, right? If you, let's say you go for a smoke gang with Exorcism and Chrono, you use both, maybe you get 2 kills.
You have to take an objective as well.
Yeah, you have to take an objective, because if you don't, I could see Mineski just go into Roche immediately. Abed is going to find Mushi on the top side. Moonlight Shadow's going to be there, and TP's out. Snowball and Glimpse. Both's going to get used. That was a 4-man rotation. But I killed
Mushi's okay with that.
Yeah, I don't think they care, actually.
Like, that's definitely an IDC death. You baited out the Exorcism. That's 4 heroes rotate. Like, well, what can Fnatic do now? Like,
No Exorcism. They're gonna go into Roche. They will use the Exorcism here. I like this a lot, and they will still save the Chrono.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, this is actually one of the best things you can do. Good stuff. Scan's gonna fly out. I think that was a Fnatic scan.
Tower is being attacked.
And I wouldn't say this gets them right back in the game, but
It buys them time.
yeah.
It definitely buys them time. But if I'm Mineski right now, I'm gonna go look for a fight.
Okay.
Because who took the... Like, Death Prophet took the Aegis.
Yep.
There's no Exorcism right now. Kill her once, you're probably gonna kill her again. And Envy does no damage right now.
Well, let's look on the brighter side of things for Fnatic. When do you think it's gonna be starting to look good for Fnatic? Like, give me a time frame. Is it gonna be 30 minutes in the game that they're gonna start to turn things around?
I'd say when Envy needs both a damage item and something that gives them a little more survivability.
Okay, he's queuing up the Shadow Blade right now. Are you maybe thinking like Shadow Blade BKB is when he's ready to go, or?
I don't know if BKB is the right item. I guess BKB is the right item. It's like a ton of magic damage, but as I say that, pieliedie gets taken down. But BKB...
There is a lot of magic damage, but... Yeah.
My worry is that it doesn't really solve all those problems.
There's definitely a lot of problems. Ohaiyo picks up a blink here, so you see support. Tusk picks up blink pretty frequently, And what that allows him to do
Dire
is when somebody gets focused, he gets to
towers.
blink next to them and ball save. But this
Radiant's
also
bottom
doubles up
tower
as a
under
pretty
fire.
effective split pushing tool.
Dire's
But right now,
middle
the
tower
big boss
being
is outside your
attacked.
base, and iceiceice is hammering down your buildings pretty fast.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's middle
And I
tower
think this game gets
taking
truly
damage.
difficult to play for Fnatic once you lose your tier 2s.
Radiant's
It feels
bottom
pretty
tower
impossible
under
at that
fire.
point.
Because
Dire's
even if
middle
at
tower
this
has
point,
fallen.
after all your tier 2s get taken, Mineski is basically going to
Radiant's
live
bottom tower
on
is being
Fnatic's
attacked.
side in their jungle. Even if Fnatic tries to go out and take a fight on that side, they're going to have to blow all their cooldowns for it. At that
Radiant's
point,
top tower is under siege.
Mineski can just do the same thing again, and then you don't have your big ultimates.
Fnatic soon will get their high ground tested, I imagine. 2 tier 2 still standing.
I think Fnatic still has at least maybe 5 or 6 minutes before Mineski attempts to do high.
Assuming they don't blow their ults. If they blow their ults, that's an invitation to the high ground. Or
Sure,
at least in that tier 2.
assuming nothing disastrous happens.
Right. This be the beginning of something happening on the bottom side. Fnatic grouped up as 4. They have a bet. They don't have the Envy Chrono here. Envy's just actually just catching farm. So this is a 4-man push into the 5-man defense. And they're going to pop the Exorcism. They want to fight this. Blinking in is Abed. Abed going for a kill on Mirana. And they will find a key pick off here. And now Snowball going right into a Tiny. And now there's a buyback from Mirana. It's going to be back time. But that Chain Frost doing so much work. The Treehouse Slow going right in. Envy's back in the fight right now. They see Mushi. They will take down Mushi. Chronosphere is going to find 2, looking pretty good. Abed still alive. He will die down. The Exorcism will end. iceiceice dropping low, but turns around with the Atos. Envy will go down. And now Abed surrounded from all sides. Can he take down iceiceice? At the very least, they don't. They blow everything. Chronosphere down,
Radiant's
Exorcism
middle
down,
tower is
Aegis
taking
down.
damage.
And all they got was a Veno and a buyback on Mirana. And the Mirana kill itself. I don't think that's enough.
Okay, there's so many issues with that fight. At the beginning, they took that fight. Envy's busy farming neutrals. He comes into the fight, gets silenced, like he gets hit in the AOE of the silence from the Earth Spirit when he was Shadow Bladed. Couldn't initiate immediately, and like the Venomancer ult and the Chain Frost did so much collateral damage that after a while, it's just Fnatic didn't have the
Dire's
follow-up.
bottom tower is being
Now
attacked.
Fnatic needs to take a fight without their 2 big ults. They will find the Lich on the right side. Can they blow him up? Ninjaboogie, relatively tanky with the Frost Armor, but will get surrounded by the Ice Shards. They do take one down, and now iceiceice will get earned up. They're going to try to take him down. iceiceice, no TP in backpack. They will see him. Envy, any lucky bashes. No detection either here from any heroes. They do have 1 sentry, but I'm not sure whether they're going to chase. Fnatic will delay the push, though, with the Lich kill, so that's not the worst.
It's definitely something. At this point, if I'm Mineski, I want to, I guess, get control of the Fnatic jungle, and then when Roshan respawns, get in position to take it.
I mean, I actually think it's, again, okay for Fnatic the next couple of minutes, because that was their window, right, for Mineski. Fnatic used both their big cooldowns, and then Mineski tried to push, and then one of them got caught out. Why did Abed use his Exorcism? He misclicked? He's just farming neutrals right now with Exorcism.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they don't know that you're farming neutrals with Exorcism.
It's efficiency right now.
Yeah. I'm sure it is. Okay. Pretty sure that's a misclick, but no.
I mean, if I had to guess though, I don't know that Mineski would be ready to make any big moves.
Okay.
It's actually going to be Fnatic that's moving in. They're grouping up right now. Are they going to look to do anything?
They'll back it up. They need to defend against the Vent, who's
Dire's top tower is
beginning
under siege.
to build a base next to the tier 2. Also, by the way, I want to ask you about the Death Prophet Blink Dagger, because judging on
Dire's
how
top tower
this
is
game's
being
going,
attacked.
if you asked me what item Abed would have went for, I would have never said Blink, right? I would have said, oh, he needs to tank up, he needs to go pipe BKB for his team, but he was able to blink right onto the Mirana,
Radiant's
silence him in
bottom
the last
tower is
fight, and
being
just force a
attacked.
very quick kill. Do you
Dire's
kind of
top
like that
tower
choice?
is under siege.
I kind of, I'm not sure if I like it, but I understand why he
Dire's
did it.
top tower is being
I
attacked.
think he sees
Dire's
that
top
EternaLEnVy is
tower
not
has
exactly
fallen.
ready to fight, and this is a little bit of that DC Abed in him, where he feels the pressure to make something happen in this game. He has to be a playmaker in some way or another.
Yep.
So he gets that.
Regeneration.
Gets the dagger to sort of be able to silence a key hero, and then starts spirit draining him.
Yeah. He also put a ton of the focus on himself, which allows his backline to do much more. I think when you're Disruptor and you're Undying, for the most part, could stay in the backline and cast your spells, they become much more effective in the team fight. Mineski, looking for a fight right now, camped up on the right side of the map.
Shadows take us.
Comes up Moonlight Shadow. Detection has been relatively sparse on the side of Fnatic, but they currently do have Dust available. Look at these deep boards that Mineski is able to drop.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
You know, I think in an actual 5-on-5 right now, if Fnatic has all their ultimates up, I don't actually think it goes
Dire's
that
bottom
poorly
tower
for them.
under
If you look
fire.
at the way they've itemized right now, Abed is very tanky. He has the BKB in the hood.
Dire's
Ohaiyo has
bottom
finished
tower
that
is
pipe.
being attacked.
So a lot of the damage coming out of Mineski will be mitigated.
Oh, they have a hood and a completed pipe.
Yeah.
Dire's
Okay.
bottom tower.
I mean,
under
assuming they get
fire.
their items off, which may or may not happen
Dire's
depending on
bottom
how the
tower
changes
is
happen.
fallen.
But I think you're right. If Fnatic could press their buttons, they are going to be.
That is generally what you want to do. You want to
Press the
press your buttons.
I mean, we've been playing some games where.
Where people don't press buttons. I mean that happens every pub, right?
Or you were pressing the buttons, but the spells weren't going to right places. So you know.
And Envy has queued up that BKB. He's almost there.
I like how you just gloss over that point. Yeah. But BKB, you know, I think BKB is gonna tie them over in terms of.
It's gonna help a lot, but he does need another item.
They're gonna smoke up right now. They will see Mushi. Mushi has Blink and Yules. They could Chrono right for that, but I don't know if he'll spend the Chrono. We'll see. No, he will definitely spend the Chrono. And they're gonna port in right now to defend. 60 seconds for the Veno. No buyback whatsoever. Are they gonna try to push off of this?
I think that was an okay chrono, just because, like, if you look at the way Mineski's been playing, like, they've had the advantage, but they haven't been pushing it. You're right. The big boss is not pressing his advantage.
That makes no sense, right? In the end, you always
Radiant's
wonder
top
why
tower
isn't the
is being
overpowered boss
attacked.
coming?
I mean, I think in this case, it's a little bit of fear.
Okay.
Just because the chrono has always been up, the exorcism, I guess to Mineski's knowledge, has always been up, and they don't feel comfortable taking that fight just yet.
And this is Mineski, for the most part of the game, holding a like 5k plus advantage, right? Currently
Almost
sitting
10,
at 9k.
almost 10k, yeah.
But I think one of the truest thing about Dota 2 or Dota in general is that even if you're behind, if you have a superior teamfight lineup, which Fnatic does, you could just easily erase that deficit if you land, you know, a 3-man chrono.
So here's the question then, because I think clearly this game is going to go late in some form or another.
Yeah.
Who has a better late game line?
I think it's hard to argue against Chronosphere. I mean, Mirana is pretty scary as well, but there is no save whatsoever, right? On the side of Mineski. So it comes down to Envy. If Envy lands good Chrono, I just don't see them losing.
That's fair. I think I have to agree.
Yeah.
There, like, whoever's getting Chronosphere is most likely going to die.
Yeah. I
Radiant's
mean, they
middle
do
tower
technically
is
have some
taking
saves. Like, they
damage.
could get off a very good Avalanche and the Void. And
You got some Lich armor.
Yeah.
You got Lich armor.
yeah, I don't know if that will be too useful. I actually think that the crux of the issue for Mineski right now is still Abed. Like, even if you land a good Chrono, Abed is still all of the damage. So if you could somehow shut him down, kill him before any of the spells come out. But that's tough. He's got a Hood BKB and a Blink. He's very tanky. I mean, the fight, but he's found under a sentry ward. They can glimpse him right back if they want to, and they will. On the back line, though, it looks like they found Ohaiyo. Self-Yules here from the Venom Sphere. Chronosphere only on one, and that's not the Chrono we're looking for. Chain Frost splitting up Fnatic for now. Dreamstone's gonna get destroyed. That Chain Frost bouncing left and right. It's gonna go right back on Envy, but Abed hitting big, hitting hard right now. BKB activated, and he's dealing so much damage. They will trade Envy's life for iceiceice. BKB finally runs out. Abed taking a ton of that damage. He will take down Mirana as well. It seems like Mineski will lose this team fight. Only the supports are still alive. pieliedie going for the chase. He takes down the Lich. At the end of the day, it is a 4 versus 3. But I think Fnatic's core die a little bit later compared to the Mineski core, right?
So Ohaiyo got picked off early in the back as Mushi was getting gone on.
Yeah.
The huge issue again is that Mushi just wasn't able to get off his Nova. Wasn't able to get off his spells. So it was a good Chronosphere in that respect, but
he was static stormed. He wasn't getting off his Chrono or his Nova regardless.
Right, and there's a really key moment where iceiceice actually got blocked in the trees by a Veno ward and a Tombstone zombie.
Really? So the collision size does matter.
Illusion.
Well, Mushi. I can't really blame Mushi for getting caught out like that, because as the Veno, you kind of have to play those kind of forward position.
But at the same time, you got a Blink Dagger for a reason, right?
Right. We're gonna see that team fight one more time here. We're gonna see the glimpse back. Static Storm's right on top, so I don't think the Chrono was.
So you see that Veno ward?
Yeah.
He's blocked.
Oh, shoot!
He's blocked it.
I guess Tree Grab was also on cooldown. He could have cut that tree if he did have Tree Grab. But whatever the case is, losing your tiny CPS output for a couple of seconds was quite critical. And the rest of the team fight does happen.
Right now we have the teams posturing around Roshan as Mineski has it at almost dead.
Yeah, Aegis and Cheese is going to be pretty big, especially when you're fighting against Chronosphere. On the right side, Mushi is going to find, and they will find the Undying. Undying drops the Tombstone upon death. They will farm that up as well for the 200 gold.
Yeah, in those situations, I think pieliedie, you just got to get out.
Radiant's top
They
tower
didn't
is
have
being
Exorcism
attacked.
up. Fnatic showed clearly that they were in no position to take that fight.
Oh, Envy.
Got it.
He's seen by Moon right now.
I think it's okay.
Radiant's
He goes
top
into
tower
this.
is under siege.
If he spots the courier, I don't think he has vision of the courier, but snipe that very.
So we have Aegis on the Mirana. She's on Tiny. And Mushi is almost finished with that Agnems. I think what Mineski really wants to do right now is try and find a oh, V?
They don't have detection for him. He is up right now. And V's been farming the enemy jungle for a long time now.
Yeah, he has to take that dangerous farm. He's got the Shadow Blade. He's got a way to get out.
And he's got the BKB. So I feel like survivability department, Envy's got all the boxes checked. And now he just needs one more damage item. And I think Fnatic is essentially back in this game, but will they get that time? Mineski looking for a smoke game. pieliedie will tank this one again for the team. He even has a mech. We'll make them spend a little more reckless. Tombstone will get dropped down. In fact, he drops double Tombstone. pieliedie reinventing the feed. It's 400 extra gold to Mineski, but this is going to be a Mineski high ground push. No pieliedie for 50 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower under
I think
fire.
they need every bit of
Every bit of help they can get. Yeah. They are 10k gold behind.
Envy needs to port back right now. He also doesn't have mana. He needs to get mana in the fountain.
Maybe no one
He's not coming back. Are they just going to give up the Rex?
Well, they do glyph it.
Okay. Glimpse back here on iceiceice. Veno blinks in huge ultimate on everybody. And that's a lost fight already for Fnatic. Ohaiyo allowing his teammate to TP out. No, DJ can't even complete the TP. DJ is already dead. Just to the poison. Any deny attempt? No deny attempts. Raxus will go down. And now Envy coming in on the back line. He shadow play up, but he's walking right into Sentry Vision. I don't think this is going to work out. They blink, they use, they could silence him up. Arrow's going to be there. He pops the BKB. That's a one-man bubble. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. They drop the Tombstone on the right side. Can they even kill the Veno? Veno is still very, very tanky. He will die, but that's a Veno that already dropped the ult, so I don't really care. It's going to be Ohaiyo on the right side, getting clubbed on by iceiceice. On the left, Envy still on the run here. He's silenced up. He's slowed down. He will jump away. Abed now back in the fight, but he is getting brought down by the Tiny. He's doing so much damage at best. Somehow he needs to survive. He's being brought low very quickly. Abed now does die as well. Pieliedie died next to drop. He will spawn a Tombstone on death, but that is going to be it. The back is broken. The base is crumbling, and the anime dream is dead. Mineski will take down Fnatic off of just one big team play.
Yeah, it seemed like such a disconnect between what Fnatic's game plan, high ground defense really was there. You had, they get preemptively jumped on, Envy wasn't ready to fight. I don't think he actually wanted to take that fight. I think he wanted his team to buy as much time as possible for the...
Maybe even give up the racks. Like, I just don't think that taking the fight was ever a game-winning plan.
I think he wanted to buy time for pieliedie to come back up and try and take an actual 5v5 fight.
Top barracks has fallen.
Well, Mushi did die a lot, but I think as soon as he blinked it for that last, they just won that fight immediately, right?
Yeah.
Because all the previous fight you were mentioning, oh, Mushi couldn't get off Nova. Mushi couldn't get off Nova. As soon as he does, the fight is just...
That's about it.
Well,
I think there were 2 behind in the beginning. Envy didn't have the damage items necessary to kill anybody in Chrono, and